Hello and welcome to Lab 4, Section 1, Part 2. I know it's going to get confusing. So far we've created this, just choosing people's different NFL stadiums, but we're going to add a couple more things on. We're going to get over to here. We're going to list out the top 5 largest combination number of seats in specific NFL stadiums and list all of the teams and their home stadium. So we're going to just start off. You hopefully open Lab 4, Section 1. So far we've gotten this. We're going to add in some HTML to start off. So this was actually made for a class I taught earlier, so it's super friendly. But step 1, the biggest we just print out this strong top 5 states. And then we're going to go up and we're going to write a query up above, right here, below our query that we wrote to get stadium ID. So here we're going to combine all states and get the top 5 largest. So we're going to call it largest combined capacity is the function name. We're going to create a global dbcon and statement. And then we're going to select state, sum of their capacity, and this is an alias. It can either be AS or you can just leave it blank. Either way will work for aliases, and we're giving sum capacity an alias of combined capacity. So when we later call it here in order by combined capacity, we don't have to call sum capacity. So it's just a little easier, and you can call it anything you want, obviously. And we're selecting from NFL Stadium, group by state, and then here's our order by descending, so biggest will be at the top, and we're limiting to 5 so that we only get the top 5 states who have the largest combined number of seats in their NFL stadiums. Then we're preparing, execute, gather all the data. So now we go back and we've got to write step 3, which is essentially printing out what we just did and got from the query. So we're going to go here, and we're going to, I just missed the step 1, so that's okay. So we're storing records, we're grabbing the largest combined capacity, calling the function, storing it in records, and for each looping this array records as record, echoing out record state and combined capacity. So now if we save, go to our version, we should have top 5 states with the largest number of seats combined in their state. So now we're going to go back. We've gotten to step 3. It's time to go to step 4, which is creating the list of all teams in their home stadiums. So we're going to go back in Aptana, and we're going to paste in just the bold list of all their teams. Now we're going to go write another query again. Go up here, below the query we just wrote, paste in a new one. Basically, this is grabbing, obviously, all NFL teams and their home stadiums. We call it team and stadiums, camel case. Store the same global variables. And then we are selecting team name, stadium name, and state from NFL team, and now we're joining. So we're joining NFL Stadium S on T.Stadium ID equals S.Stadium ID. So we're joining NFL Stadium S, and you've got to remember that these variables, this matters here. So NFL Stadium S, you've got an S in front of Stadium ID. Also remember that your field names are case sensitive, so sometimes people can't figure out what's wrong, but they've just forgot the capital N on stadium name. Happens to me all the time. It's very frustrating. And then we're ordering by team name. Prepare, execute, fetch the data. Now we just need the last step, right, which is essentially writing step 3 again. So we're going to go down and print out all this information, and we're going to close the database connection, which is a good idea to do once you've written all your PHP. I know it's not necessary, but it's recommended. It's just good code writing. So we're storing teams and stadiums, we're calling the function again and storing it in records. Same for each loop. This time we're just printing out team name, stadium name, where it is, what state. So now if we save and we go to ours, we should have all of NFL teams and their stadiums and their state. So there you go. That's the end of section 1. Hopefully that was somewhat easy to follow. I look forward to hearing your guys' questions when this comes around. Thanks. Bye-bye.